Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and noticed a cat sitting quietly by your side? Not just any cat, but one that stares directly at you. Its eyes feel like they're looking into your soul. You might think it's just a coincidence, but what if it's more than that? What if this cat is a sign from Allah, a messenger during your sleep, a silent guide sent to remind you of something, a presence that visits when your heart is unsettled or when you're being called back to prayer? In the silence of the night, signs come quietly. And some signs have 4 legs, soft fur, and eyes that shimmer with mystery. Don't scroll. This might be the message your soul has been waiting for. Don't scroll. This might be the message your soul has been waiting for. Have you ever had a strange dream involving a cat? Or felt a cat appear at the exact moment your heart was heavy? Share your story below. You might help someone else see their sign too. Before starting this video, don't forget to like this video, because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our next publications on the Islamic faith. Share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you think. Thank you and good video. Setup and context. Cats in Islamic history. In Islam, cats are not just pets. They are sacred companions. The Prophet Muhammad showed profound love and respect for cats. He once had a cat named Mueza. One day, Mueza was sleeping peacefully on his robe. When the Prophet was called to prayer, instead of disturbing her, he gently cut the sleeve of his robe, leaving her undisturbed. This act wasn't just kindness. It was a spiritual teaching. In his home, and even in mosques, cats were welcome. Why? Because they are clean, calm, and connected to Rahmah, Allah's divine mercy. Today, that legacy continues. In 2023, a video from Indonesia went viral during Taraweeh prayers. A cat climbed onto a man praying, sat on his shoulder, and didn't move. He continued praying. The cat simply rested, as if it too was at peace in that sacred moment. On TikTok and Instagram, there are dozens of videos showing cats quietly sitting on people's prayer mats, even curling beside them while they recite Quran. Are these moments coincidence? Or are they signs of barakah, of spiritual alignment? The Prophet said, they, cats, are not impure. They mingle with you. And maybe that's why they appear in moments when our hearts are soft, moments when we're returning to Allah, or when we need a reminder to. What if that cat's presence isn't random, but a divine reminder to reconnect with Allah? What if that cat's presence isn't random, but a divine reminder to reconnect with Allah? Have you ever had an animal behave unusually while you were praying or sleeping? Tell your story. You might help someone else recognize the sign they've been ignoring. Spiritual meaning of night visitations. The night is not just a time for rest. In the Quran, it is a sacred veil, a time of deep reflection, divine signs, and spiritual intimacy. Allah swears by the night as it envelopes. Quran 92:1. The night wraps around us, not just in darkness, but in mystery and mercy. And in that silence, the soul draws closer to the unseen. That's why many prophets received visions at night. That's why your dreams sometimes feel heavier than your waking hours. Now imagine this. A cat appears quietly in the night. It doesn't disturb you. It watches. It curls beside you. It stays for a while, then disappears by dawn. Coincidence? Or is the animal sensing what you can't yet see? In Morocco, 2024, a man shared that a stray cat would sit silently outside his home, but only on nights he felt overwhelmed and hopeless. He would cry alone inside. The cat never meowed. It just sat at his door until Fajr. One day, he opened the door and said, "Why do you always come when I'm sad?" He didn't get an answer, but that was the night he prayed again after months. After that, the cat never returned. Was that animal a guardian? A sign? The Quran tells us that Yusuf, saw powerful visions in his dreams. "I saw 11 stars, the sun, and the moon. I saw them prostrating to me." Surah Yusuf 12. Night is when the heart is soft, and the veil between the soul and the unseen is thinner. So maybe, just maybe, that quiet visitor at your feet is a call to awaken, a gentle nudge from Allah. Your soul might be whispering to you in the quietest ways. Are you listening? Your soul might be whispering to you in the quietest ways. Are you listening? Do you believe animals are spiritually sensitive? Drop yes or no in the comments and share your why. Let's open the door to stories others need to hear. Cats and energy. In Islamic mysticism, Sufism. In the world of Sufi spirituality, everything vibrates with divine energy, even animals. Sufi masters believed that cats, in particular, respond to baraka, divine blessings. A calm, purring cat that curls on your chest during dhikr isn't random. It may be sensing your spiritual frequency. Many Sufi circles have shared moments where cats would appear and quietly sit during Quran recitations or zikr gatherings, never disrupting, only observing. In 2022, a viral video from Istanbul showed a woman in deep dhikr, her voice trembling as she cried in remembrance of Allah. A cat approached slowly, then gently rested its head in her lap. She didn't call it. It wasn't trained, but it came as if to say, "Allah sees you. I'm here to comfort you." This is not superstition. It is spiritual sensitivity. The Quran reminds us of the interconnectedness of all life. There is not a creature on earth or a bird that flies with its wings, except that they are communities like you. Quran 6:38. In the silence of remembrance, cats often grow still, because some souls, even in fur and paws, recognize the presence of the divine. And while the Quran does not name cats specifically, the deep compassion and purity taught by the Prophet is extended to them and returned by them. So next time you sit in prayer and feel a small, warm presence beside you, don't brush it off. It may be drawn not just to you, but to the light within you. That quiet meow might be a cosmic echo telling you Allah sees you. That quiet meow might be a cosmic echo telling you Allah sees you. Have you ever done dhikr or Quran recitation and seen an animal grow still or attentive? Comment, Subhanallah, if you've ever felt that kind of energy. Psychological and spiritual analysis. In both modern psychology and ancient spirituality, one truth remains. Symbols speak to the soul. And among the most mysterious symbols across cultures is the cat. In psychological archetypes, cats represent intuition, independence, feminine energy, inner guidance. In dreams, They are often seen as silent guardians, protectors of boundaries, and spiritual messengers who arrive when your heart is trying to heal. If a cat visits you while you sleep, especially during moments of emotional heaviness, it may be more than a coincidence. Science has something to say too. Sleep studies have shown that animals, especially cats and dogs, can detect shifts in human brain chemistry, mood, and emotional states. When your breathing changes, when your stress levels rise silently, they notice. Cats may approach you at night not just because you're warm, but because something inside you is calling for attention. Spiritually, many believe this is the moment when the veil thins, when your soul is stirring, whispering to be heard. It could be anxiety, it could be sadness, or it could be your fitra, your divine nature waking you to remember Allah. If you've ever been awakened in the middle of the night by a cat, ask yourself, what was I dreaming about? What was I feeling? What has my soul been avoiding? Because maybe it's not just you seeing the cat. Maybe the cat is seeing your soul. And perhaps that quiet presence in the dark is a subtle push from the unseen to pray, to reflect, to remember. In Islamic tradition, night is a moment of transformation. Even the Prophet received revelation at night in the cave of Hira. So maybe the night isn't just for sleeping. Maybe it's for waking up in a deeper way. Maybe it's not just you seeing the cat. Maybe the cat is seeing your soul. Has a dream animal ever comforted you through a difficult moment, emotionally or spiritually? Share your story. You could inspire someone else's healing tonight. Quranic stories of signs and symbols. The Quran is not just a book of laws or history. It's a book of signs, personal, universal, and eternally relevant. And those signs don't always come in thunder or miracles. Sometimes they appear in dreams, in stars, even in animals. In Surah Yusuf, Al-An'am 12, Zokof, or Prophet Yusuf, Abbas, says, I saw 11 stars, the sun and the moon. I saw them prostrating to me. His dream was all not random. It was a divine symbol. Into Surah An-Naml 27:18, we're told about the ants who warn each other about Prophet Sulaiman's army. O ants, enter your dwellings so that you not be crushed. Even the smallest of creatures, ants, are part of Allah's intelligent design. Musa, receives his most powerful sign not through words, but through a staff that turns into a serpent and a burning bush that speaks. And so we ask, why wouldn't a cat be used to reach someone's heart? Especially in this modern world, when our ears are closed, but our hearts are still searching.
In 2025, a woman in Nigeria shared a story that went viral in Islamic dream forums. She dreamt of the same white cat, peaceful, watching, always appearing the night before major family events. Births, funerals, conflicts, blessings. For a while, she ignored it. Then she began praying regularly, reconnecting with Allah after years of drifting. After that, the cat never appeared again. She said, "It left me once, I finally listened." Subhanallah. The Quran shows us that Allah sends signs tailored to the individual soul, through stars, through dreams, through birds, ants, and fire. So why not through a quiet cat, sitting beside you at 2 a.m. while your heart is aching, but your lips are silent? Signs don't come in one language. They come in the one your soul understands. What if your sign has already come. Did you see it? Did you feel it? The Quran shows us. Allah sends signs tailored for each soul. What's yours? What's the most mysterious sign you've ever received? Share it below. Someone may be waiting for the one you've already seen. Call to connection. Wake up, pray, listen. So maybe you've had a strange dream. Maybe a cat sits by your side at 3 a.m., its eyes fixed on yours.
Maybe without knowing why, you feel at peace when it curls beside you. These aren't just moments. These could be reminders. Reminders from Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, that it's time to return, to reconnect, to reflect. You don't need a loud voice from the sky. Sometimes all it takes is a soft meow or a silent gaze to feel it. Allah is calling me back. So tonight, if you wake up, don't rush to go back to sleep. Just sit. Whisper from your heart, Ya Allah, guide me, see me, forgive me. Because the Prophet said, the closest that the Lord is to his slave is in the last part of the night. So if you can be among those who remember Allah at that time, then do so. Tirmidhi. You don't need perfection. You don't need a long dua. You just need presence. Even if your soul is tired. Even if it's been years. Because Allah is always closer than even the cat resting on your chest. And His mercy reaches deeper than any fear, doubt, or distance. This isn't about cats. This is about your awakening. One breath, one prayer, one moment of listening can change your whole path. You were never alone. You were just being called back, softly. Tonight, if you wake up, don't go back to sleep immediately. Sit. Say, Ya Allah, guide me. Watch what happens. Are you committing to one extra prayer this week? Type, Insha'Allah, if you are ready to reconnect. Utro. Let the audience carry the message. Maybe that cat by your bed isn't just a pet. Maybe it's a vessel of peace, a subtle whisper of mercy, or a divine tap on the shoulder while the world sleeps. Allah speaks through silence, through sleep, through His creation. The signs are there. Will you open your eyes? Tag someone who needs this message tonight. Save this video and come back to it the next time you feel a presence near you at night. If you've seen the signs, don't stay silent. Drop if this resonated with your soul.